Okay, welcome to the latest production line developer blog. My name is Cliff Harris, or Cliffski. I am the programmer and designer of the game. It's in early access. It's about running a car factory. The build that you're looking at the moment is Alpha 1.58 unstable. So what that means is, yes, it is an early access game, but actually this version that I'm running right now is for people who really want to kind of live on the edge, man, and play a version that's possibly not entirely stable. Actually, I've been updating that build over the last few days and it's pretty good. I have put a little assert in there that may trigger when I run the game that won't in the version that's on Steam. It's just because I'm trying to track down a certain thing that I've left it in there. One of the things that we do in the game while it's in early access, which you probably know if you're a player, is every time we update the game we have this menu up here at the top right, and that allows you to basically cast a vote as someone who's bought the game, saying this is what I think you should work on next. So the current list there is AI chips and self-driving, high performance engines, some adjustments to the way you set prices in the game, support for larger maps, which basically means optimization on my part, because like I can trivially let the maps get bigger. It's just that things will slow down. I'm doing a lot of work on that this week actually. Another option is having a kind of SimCity style advisor that will pop up and say this car isn't selling, or are you aware that the price of a certain commodity has gone up, or are you aware that you're trying to sell this car as a luxury car and now all luxury cars seem to have this feature. Stuff like that, stuff that you can get from the game already obviously, but it's kind of an alert system. That's an idea. There's a lot of work involved in that. I don't know whether people really want that or not. And another thing is separate resource conveyors, so that they don't automatically join, so you can have parallel kind of like lines of resource conveyors that kind of like go along without automatically joining every junction. So you get to pick what you think is the most important thing, and you only do it once per version, then it goes away. And also we ask you if the game's too easy or too difficult. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to load in my current map, which is a little testing of mine, and it's on the biggest map, which is Detroit. So one of the things that I want to fix, and I'm actually aiming to fix this today, is that when you zoom out it will cap it so that it only zooms out so that this fills the screen, so we don't waste so much space here, because that just really drives me nuts. Anyway, one of the things that is currently in this build is, look, slots breaking down. This goes black and white when that happens to show it's broken down. It tells you how long it's got until it's repaired here. And it shows that we're 27 tiles away from the nearest maintenance facility, and that has an effectiveness of 38%. In other words, we are reducing the time it takes to fix that slot by 38% because we aren't that far from here, which is I think the nearest maintenance facility. And these sort of blue circles, a dark blue and a light blue, I may adjust these, they show the two levels of effectiveness of each maintenance facility. Obviously you have to research maintenance facilities. I think they're under, if you go to processes and factory expansion, you get maintenance departments there. One of the other things that we've done is in this build that is probably going to become available to everyone on sort of Wednesday or Thursday this week, is we have split out exporting. So we have a new thing, export specialization, then computerized sales, expedited sales, and larger sales teams. Need to fix that bug that doesn't render there. So what that means is that we used to just have an export slot that you could put down. I'll show you what I mean. We'll just pick one. It won't make any sense to put one there, but I'm going to put one there. Export slot. Boom! And basically that's 3 minutes 36 with now no upgrades in order to process the exporting of a car. So what we've done now is you can research export, and that breaks it down into paperwork and shipping. So if I go to one of my export things here, we've now got paperwork here, and it has 3 separate upgrades for it: computerized sales, expedited sales, and larger sales teams. And they all make it run quicker, and they change the props, like you get a computer there if you research that, and you get extra people and extra filing cabinets and stuff. So that is now only taking 1 minute and 6 seconds, and the shipping only takes a minute anyway. And we may have some kind of upgrades you can do to this. So we just got like, I know there's a Z fighting problem, that's drawn too early. I know that. I'm going to fix that. So this is a really simple thing where the car just shows up and they put it on the right transporter truck or whatever. So that's been split out. So those are the two big new things. Actually, they're probably not. There's probably loads of other things that I've forgotten I've even fixed in 1.58. Oh, another breakdown here. Fixed. But in any case, I want to talk about quality of life. Okay, now not in the sort of real world sense of, you know, having a decent pension and a detached house and 2 English setters, which is apparently what English people consider to be quality of life. I don't know. I'm talking about like the game version of quality of life, and when people say that, what they often mean is they want all the information to be displayed in a convenient way, and when they've decided what to do, it should be able to be done very quickly and efficiently. So one of the things we changed recently in response to like user feedback was when you do an upgrade, if you do buy all, it used to, it pops up a little thing and then it used to close that dialogue, so then you'd have to relaunch it if you wanted to do loads of buy alls. So we changed that, so it keeps this dialogue open. It's easy for me to do, but I need to know what's important to you in terms of making the game easy to play, kind of accessible. Another thing that we changed is here, when you set these priorities here, that wouldn't be a good example because all of those have to be imported. But if I go here with sensors, I can say where we make airbags, I want sensors to only be local. Or I can now shift click, you get this little blue tooltip there, and that will set it to everyone. So hopefully if we've got another, what is that, make airbag? I've only got one make airbag, so I can't prove it to you, but it works! So that's like a quality of life thing. So if you've got any little things that you think, how can I put it, little annoyances. I used to say little niggles, which is apparently only an English thing. No one says, oh, that's a niggling thing, or there's a few niggles with this. Anyway, what that means is like a small annoyance in the game. Something that you think, well, surely I should be able to double click on that and that should launch this. Or if I close that, that should then launch this other thing, or it should close this other thing, or I should be able to toggle these off. Like, there's loads of things we've done for user feedback, right? So you can turn off all of the overhead conveyors. So if you're looking here and thinking, oh, I can't really see what's going on, you turn off the overhead conveyors, it's a lot easier. And if when you zoom out you really hate all these asterisk things saying blah blah blah, you can turn all of them off and turn them all back on again. You know, that makes a real difference to some people. It depends how you're playing, I guess. So I'm really interested because one of the things that I want to be working on soon is quality of life stuff. So if you've got any ideas for that, you can email me at cliff@positech.co.uk, or you can just do a comment on this video. I read all of the comments on my YouTube videos. I know very few developers bother to do that, but I am one of the ones who does. So it's worth doing that. Or comment on the Steam forums. We also have a Reddit, but it's not a massively popular Reddit, but it's there. The one thing I don't check as often as I should is Facebook messages. It just seems like a really weird place to get in touch with the developer. I don't know why. There's so many places, right? There's the Steam forums, there's my forums, there's my blog there at cliffski.com, there's these YouTube videos, there's Facebook, there's Reddit, and it's like a full-time job just trying to keep track of every way in which people want to like communicate stuff to you. So but I do it anyway, so there's no point in me picking a favourite because people will always like get in touch with you the way they want. Or Twitter, I'm on Twitter a lot and people tweet at me saying, can we add this, can we change this? I'm a very accessible developer, I think is what I'm getting at here. So there's a load of stuff I'm really keen and excited to put in. For example, custom alloy wheels and custom vents for the front of cars, or grills, depending on what you want to call them. I really want to put these in, but I'm waiting on artwork. There's a whole bunch of cool new things. I want to be able for you to make your own chips for AI that would be used for like self-driving. Now that might sound ridiculous because you'd sort of go, ha, yeah, like any car company actually makes the chips that they use. They buy them from Intel or Qualcomm or I don't know, whoever, right? But it turns out that that's exactly what Tesla are doing. And I'd already like ordered artwork for this, and then there was this, oh yeah, of course we're making our own like Tesla self-driving chip. It's like, excellent, people aren't going to mock me. I already get mocked for the fact that you can generate power in the factory, which I think will become more and more a thing, because like, why not just stick solar panels on the roof of your factory like Tesla are doing? I'm sure some other car companies do it as well. We don't have that in the game yet because we don't see the roof, I guess. I don't know. I would love to keep working on this game forever, but eventually it will kill me. Just the pressure and stress and everything of that. Who knows? Anyway, enough. So, see, that's my quality of life that I'm trying to worry about suddenly. Crazily. Okay, so this is build, like I say, 1.58 unstable, and it is going to become the default build in the next few days because no one has really complained about the new maintenance feature. It comes with a new researchable thing, I think I mentioned it. So that will be going out soon, and then I'm going to take some time to work on quality of life stuff to make the game more fun if you want to play it a lot. The average playtime for this game is really high, so when you get into it you play it a lot, and I want to know what it is that drives people crazy that they'd like fixed. I can't fix everything, but I'm gonna try. Anyway, like and subscribe, blah blah blah. Please leave us positive Steam reviews. The most important thing you can do is tell your friends if you play in this game and you like it. That's the best thing, to like burst out of the kind of like bubble that we're in and let other people know about the game, I guess. But thanks for watching these videos. Thanks for playing the game and for buying the game. It's really appreciated. I love working on it. And I will see you next week. Cheers.